Welcome to another video about strategy. This is the team assignment, the first team assignment, which is your AI in business paper. Again, this is only a paper. It's not a presentation. The paper is 10 to 15 pages, which excludes titles and cover pages and references. Okay. Um, Now, a quick thing about this. This is a paper about AI in business. So your company analysis is going to be over here, the second one. This is, so you're not analyzing your company. You're only talking about AI in business. Okay. All right. So let's get to this. So as I mentioned, 10 to 15 pages. And so you start off with this introduction to what is AI. Briefly describe what is AI. So that's like a page or so. Oh, for some weird reason, it just jumped over there. So let me go back. Okay, hopefully this does it. All right, so okay, so it's like one page, 1 to 2 pages, max is 2 page. And if you go under additional resources on the course website, you'll see AI and leadership. So this kind of gives you an idea. There are some definitions of AI and stuff. So don't just copy it, but this is just to give you an idea. Again, stick to only AI. This presentation is about AI and leadership, but we're talking only about AI. So here you get some idea about AI. Then you get some idea about past and present of AI. Again, just don't use exactly this. Use something similar to this. So when and you could even look up something. This is all the different apps or applications of AI in different fields. As you can see, there are some apps for engineering. Sorry, okay. um, I'll have to make it like this. Okay. So as you can see, engineering, then HR, the different applications, logistics, and so on and so forth. Okay. So this bit should cover your past, present, and kind of future of AI. So again, this is going to be another 2 to 3 pages. And why is AI important? And when you're thinking about this business, think about it from like a bigger picture point of view. Okay. If you go to chapter 3, and I'll show you that quickly over here. In chapter 3, you'll see this. This is like the big environment. This is the external environment for the company. So stick to. So AI would fit into this technological factor. So how would AI affect, businesses? Okay, so think in terms of this. So this is like specific to your company. This is specific to your industry and competitors, but this is macro environment is something that applies to every company. So when you're thinking about why is AI important, think like a big picture. What is, think like internet. Internet is good for, or it could be utilized by every business. Okay, computers could be utilized by every business. So think bigger, think big picture. Why is AI important? Don't just think from one company point of view. Think bigger as to how it would improve productivity, or it would make operations more efficient, things like that. Okay. So that is about, so by the way, this is in chapter number 3. So that is why is AI important, and this could be a page or 2. And then now you're going deeper, so this is your company, this is the industry, and this is the general environment. So you stuck to this. So this was, when you talked about why is AI important. Now AI in industry, that is the part where you're talking about industries. And just pick 2 industries where AI has had positive impact, 2 where it has had a significant negative, significant positive, significant negative, and 2 where it hasn't had much of an impact. Okay, so Again, you do not talk about companies, talk about industries. So what I mean by industries is, like telecom industry, smartphone industry, consumer electronics, oil and gas, utilities, things like that. So think like that, okay? That is what we're talking about when we talk about industries. And then you do the same thing for business functions. So this would also be like 2 to 3 pages right here. This could also be 2 to 3 pages. And we're talking about business functions. So we are going inside the company. So again, do not talk about company, instead talk about functions inside the company, which is marketing, sales, HR, accounting, whatever, right? So 2 that has significantly positive, 2 significantly negative, and 2 sort of like neutral. And then final recommendations and conclusion as to what do you think is the future of AI in business? And again, stick to business, okay? Do not talk about other aspects because this is a business strategy class, so let's talk about that. And then, this could be another page or so. And how many points you expect. So this is kind of like half a page, okay? So quick recap, introduction, what is AI? I briefly describe what AI is. And I showed you these slides over here. So this is AI and leadership. These things are under additional resources in Blackboard. You could use this as a template, but do not copy it directly. And then you talk about past, present, why is AI important? And as you talk about that, think in terms of here, technological factors and macro environment, okay? And then we finally talk about AI in industries. Again, you're not talking about your company, you're talking about industry, okay? Industries, oil and gas, consumer electronics, all these different industries. Then you talk about AI in business functions, marketing, accounting, so on and so forth. Finally, end with a strong conclusion and how many points you expect, right? So enjoy this assignment. Students in the past, this is a different version. There was a different version in the past. Actually, this is the first time the undergrad class is having this. In the past, I've made it available only to the graduate classes. But because of COVID and because of what's happening in the world, I think it's important that you guys are ready for what's the future is and how you can take advantage of this, right? So thank you for watching this, and I'll see you in future videos. All right, bye.